It's my feel-good breakfast show.
That song just is stuck in my head all the time, but you know what that means. It's another edition and installment of the Culinary Hotline Bling. Ching, ching, ching! Yes! And this is a special one. We are joined by our favorite, of course, Chef Clem in the building. And if you have any questions for Chef Clem, then come through right now. The kitchen number and Culinary Hotline number is 021 110 552. But as I said, this is a special morning because we have another special guest joining us in the kitchen. Her name is Asina Parker from Craven Bee in the northern suburbs. I want to invite you in. Asina, we had an incredible chat with you, and now I see you in the flesh. Welcome to the studio. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm fine, thank you. Good to be here and meet you in the flesh.
Yeah, you look beautiful. I love your dress, and I love the fact that you came all the way from the northern suburbs.
Thank you.
And officially, as we are in the kitchen, I need to do the honors of handing you our official Expresso apron. Let me just make it a little bit bigger for you over there. There you go.
Wonderful.
I'm going to pop that over your head.
Thank you.
Oh, it's official. You are part of the family now. How does it feel?
Ooh, wonderful. Feels like I'm in my element with cooking.
Lovely. And you are here with the specialist. So I feel like we have two specialists here, actually.
No. I'm taking a back seat.
Are you? Oh, okay.
So I think it was last week that I said, if you've got an amazing family recipe that you feel you can teach Raul and I, because Raul and I are on this journey together.
Yes.
And I'm always interested in learning new recipes, especially traditional family ones. You answered the call and you came through. So if you have any recipes you feel like you want to share with Raul and I and the country, let us know. Okay. What are we making today?
So today we're making a family recipe handed down to me from my late mom, who recently passed away in December. And she was famous. I don't know where she got it from, probably also from extended relatives or friends. But she was known to make this chicken peas pilau. And it's similar to a biryani in terms of the layering, but it's got peas in instead of lentils. And the pilau is obviously an infused rice.
Yeah.
You know, some people call it pilau, some people call it pulao, some people call it pilaf. So it depends on how infused and how flavored the rice is. So shall I go on?
Yes, talk me through the steps.
Please.
I'm going to be Raul and I here to assist you. So what is the first thing you would start with?
So obviously have clean chicken and washed and drained, preferably with skin or without skin. It's your personal choice. Then we have grated tomatoes, and in that will go a bit of tomato paste. Then all the spices, which is cumin, coriander powder, garlic and ginger paste, salt and pepper, chili powder, and then obviously the gold.
And that's saffron.
That's
Tell
saffron.
me, your saffron, and you steep it in some warm water before using it. That just releases the color and flavor. I love that. Absolutely.
And it's also obviously to infuse more. It's easier than to throw in the dry strands. And then
let's get it all together. Let's get it in there. I love it. So how long would you marinate your chicken for before you actually start cooking it?
You can do it immediately
love.
or you can, for your time, if you're systematically and doing many other food, then it's easier to marinate it before. This is too much, so I need a bit of...
You can always tell when there's a professional that's marinated for a very long time.
So, yeah.
They can eyeball the quantity so well.
Yes, because sometimes, you know, we kind of measure with our eyes now than the teaspoons.
Asina, you cook quite often in the kitchen at home?
Yes, I do.
And these spices and flavors, I always chat to Clem about it because for me it's something that reminds me of literally being at home. And what I'm seeing here seems kind of like a cultural meal in a sense. It kind of brings that nostalgia back. Is it often that you'd cook with this array of like spices and this mix? Because I can imagine this going with a lot more than just this dish, right?
Yes, of course. I do a variety of Indian dishes.
Okay.
You know, traditionally family recipes and, recipes from friends. And I blend it in with a lot of Western. I mean, I was taught last week or the week before the mac and cheese, which I made, and I posted it on my Instagram.
You did indeed, yeah.
So we do a bit of both in terms of the Western, the Eastern, and then lots of salads,
For balance.
For the balance.
And for health and vegetables. Even this dish, besides the pre-fried onions, and the actual pre-fried potatoes, it's literally oil-free.
So I can say I made a mistake because I was preheating the oil, and I nearly got a And she was like, you don't need the
pat on
oil in the
the
pot. And I love that. It's amazing.
Nice.
So I learned something
We're on
about
this journey
today.
And then
together,
the
like you said,
peas,
Clem. We're always
Love it,
learning. I
love
like
it.
that.
and then the green dhania. And then obviously the
The gold, as you called
gold.
it.
But we're going to keep some to top the rice,
Okay.
just to flavor the rice, infuse the rice as we say it. And then the pre-fried onions.
So
So again, I will just watch with my eye because I'm doing a smaller quantity.
So when I ask, a lot of dishes that use tomato bases and spices tend to taste better the day afterwards and then the day after that. Is this one of those dishes?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's more infused, it's blended in, and yeah.
So what you're trying to say is that we should actually make a lot more than this. Maybe make like a massive, massive pot. Get the biggest AMC pot that you have or the biggest stainless steel pot you got out there. I know everybody remembers that one.
When those pots come out, you know it's going to be a party.
Well, that's how I normally cook. So it's, obviously doing a small amount like this is a bit different to my amount of cooking.
I was thinking about the fact that the fast is coming up, and if you make this a day before the time, this is an amazing way to break a fast.
Beautiful way to break your fast.
Well, as a meal, yes. We break our fast with the day.
But I mean, of course, with the dates, but then the meal to follow.
Yeah.
I think this is a
Very
delicious
easy.
one.
It's easy for the cook.
Yeah.
And also,
everything is
I must just say,
prepared.
not only is this easy, not only does it look like it tastes good, but like you are right, in fact, this is very healthy. The macro balance here is great as a meal, especially after a long day of fasting. You're getting all the nutrition back in. You've got your protein, your carbs, you've got some good fats,
Some veg.
you've got variety in your veg, and like you said, the salads, adding the balance.
There we go.
Yes.
Lovely stuff.
So, yes, this looks about ready. So this will be layered first. You can
Okay.
switch the pot
And I can literally just tip it all into the pot and start
Yes.
browning.
No browning. So you can switch it off the
Okay.
pot.
Turn off the heat.
Yeah, please.
I am interested. Turn off the heat. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not a cooking before, it's cooking together.
Okay.
And then we layer it with the potatoes. And then we usually use a muslin cloth at
Right.
home. But if, for today, we can use a heavy aluminium foil. And we'll poke it with the skewer so that the rice can infuse.
Sina coming through with a kitchen hack right now. Wow, I'm absolutely impressed.
And then we put on the rice.
Tell me about your rice. I see that it's been partially cooked already.
Yes, it's parboiled because obviously it's just to steam through
Right.
with the food.
And the preparation for the rice, is it washed and soaked before the time?
Not
Or just-
necessarily soaked, but definitely washed.
Okay.
I'm a believer of washed rice. And it's infused with cardamom and, cinnamon stick. So I think that's enough for the amount of chicken.
So with the rice in this example, because you're kind of steaming it through
Yes.
the heat of that beautiful mixture of flavor we just made, is the rice going to actually absorb that flavor at the same
Yes,
time?
that's why it's easier to use a muslin cloth. And that's where the word pilau comes from. It's an infused rice.
Okay.
So you can flavor it more infusingly, if that's the word, with more vegetables or whatever.
Yes.
If you do it separately, we call it sometimes a savory rice. Thank you.
I love it. Don't you love how when you see someone in the kitchen, when they know what they're doing clearly and they have the utmost confidence, they don't need much. They get involved.
Right.
Their hands are dirty, as we said there, because
Yes.
you're mixing and you're getting their love into this meal. This is reminding me of home right now.
Absolutely.
I see that you like the mother that I never had in a sense. Honestly, this is incredible, and I love how involved you're getting in the kitchen
Thank
now.
you.
You're like a natural here. Are you sure this is your first time?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Okay, so I know that you mentioned
First
the
time on the studio.
First on the studio. So I know that you mentioned earlier that you actually need your carrots a little smaller than that, because now I understand
Slightly
why.
smaller.
Because
I'll
they need
tell
to
you-
steam with the rice.
No, not necessarily. Yeah, with the rice. But the thing is this, it's more for decoration.
Okay.
So it's just, so that there's more vegetables.
Okay, cool. you on the Expresso show, so we've got to be fancy here.
So it's just,
Colours are
for
important.
decoration. Now you close the pot.
Okay.
You can add a bit of water to kind of steam. No, not like that. To keep it like.
Chef
open.
Clem, come on, man, get with it.
However, we can add a bit of more water
Sure.
to kind of allow for the steaming. And if, like, you added the oil first, if you want it more oily or with butter, then you can make it more decadent. But it's healthier, it's
Gotcha.
easier. So you add some water, then you kind of close the lid, then you seal it.
Got you. And then this continues to cook on the stovetop for about how long?
So for this small amount, it would be 15 minutes on high. Then
Oh,
it
that
would
quick,
be
okay.
Very quick, 15 minutes on medium. And then you simmer it on a low heat. And then the chicken will be cooked. And then obviously, after that, the meal will be done. You can check every time if there's enough liquid, because the onions and the tomato and the paste will draw into a liquid.
Just
and-
also me.
Look at me. I'm
This
just
is
in
amazing.
awe. I just
Can I get a
looking at this
notebook?
and I'm like,
Can I get a notebook?
Asina Parker, you are incredible in the kitchen. Are you aware of that, firstly? This is
I've
insane.
been
What you're
told
doing.
that, you know, but obviously as a cook and as a family person, you don't kind of carry all those, you know, compliments, but you try your best.
But I think the family definitely feels it. If they're not telling you, they definitely feel the love because
they
clearly
are,
it's
they are
going
telling
into the
me.
kitchen, it's going
They
into
were
the
quite
food.
chuffed that I'm going to do this.
Do you want to shout out to anybody at home while you're
Yes,
here?
obviously to my family. All my family's watching because they have now obviously known that I'm coming on. And shout out to all my family.
Shout out!
And friends, and yeah, it's too many names.
It is.
Too many names.
But I want to thank you
But
for coming
definitely
through.
to my husband
Oh,
and my
of course.
sons who are supporting me in this. And yeah, it's a dream that I want to follow in terms of my culinary skills and showcasing and paying homage to my forefathers who came as cooks to this country.
Oh, wow. And we want to be part of that journey and kind of follow where you're going. So, yeah.
yes, so please, yeah, if I can get
Listen,
that.
ladies and gentlemen, I cannot resist. I have to have a taste of this because clearly with all the
So
love that
while
I've
it's
seen in it,
steaming-
I'm
Let's
going to
swap,
go
let's
head over
swap.
there. Let's do a little switcheroo. Asina
So-
Parker has prepared something special. I've got the big spoon here today, I see. And of course,
So-
Mzansi, don't forget you can get this recipe at expressoshow.com, although Asina has come through and delivered
So
it for
yeah,
us.
so the rice gets dished one side and then the spicy part.
It's a good route. It's good.
It's like time traveling.
Wow.
Back to a kid in the kitchen at home. All those feelings have just come back. The balance is just beautiful. The rice has all the flavor. I think you're a pro. It's official. We're going to call you
Thank
Chef
you.
Asina Parker.
Oh, thank you.
Zanzi, thank you so much. Asina, you've been incredible.
Thank
Absolutely love the
you.
fact that we get to chat with our viewers and the fact that we get to see in
Yes.
person. You've earned this apron,
Oh,
and I hope
okay,
you wear it all the
thank
time in the
you.
kitchen
Of
too.
course, I will be wearing it.
And thank you. Just thank
Thank
you.
you
That
so
was
much.
incredible. Chef Clem,
Okay.
everything to say there. You
Loved it. This was amazing. This is what I spoke about this. Come into the kitchen and teach Rala and I. We want to know these amazing family recipes that you have. We want to be part of your food journey. So let us know on Facebook. If you have any one of those traditional family recipes, we want to hear it. And if you want to try Asina's recipe, expressoshow.com, you have to try this recipe.
Trust me, it's that good.
Yeah.
It's that good. Love it.